We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. The Eagles are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This a 2nd and 8.
Great, set.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Great, set.
Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Goes right back to Smith again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And running with power here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice. Nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready,
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's White. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
First down, New Orleans.
Now a play fake here on first down. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Let's go. 60 Bison. Hop 70. Hop 7. No street. Hey, smash. Riggs. Riggs. Ready, what?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's White. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. De'Ami Brown from 19 yards away. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. So it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now 2nd and 9.
Great. Set.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd down and 6.
Great. Set.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback, and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping in air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as we get this to about the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Okay, break.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready? 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Shot 60, shot 60.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Great, set.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. White, he'll try the left side. And the follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Saints.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
They go right back to White here on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. 70 left, tracking 60. Get up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go play action with Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Up the middle with Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Second and 10.
Good, set. Let's go, right here.
Back to throw here. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Great, set.
Now Hurts changing up the play. Barkley inside handoff. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8.
Great.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
A handoff to Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4. Yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the deep...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Cougar 19.
Now back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Ready, break.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Throwing is Hurts. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
30-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rashad White, who's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Back to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll go up the middle with White. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
No touch that. Trimmer. No touch.
The toss out to Barkley. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
No touch that. No touch.
On third down, Barkley. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Warrior 7. Cowboy 8.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Come on, come on. Set. Viking 18. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
1st down, here's White. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Ready, go.
Here's a toss right side with White. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Ready,
They'll
break.
come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
19 Tiger. Hey, smash.
They stay on the ground with White. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll be well short of the 1st down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Good. Set. Hey, easy. Anyone up?
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try